I just realized that I have this jacket on. So I'm kind of just going to let you flow and get into your story mode because I know you be telling good stories. You're so in
good
depth.
Stories.
In depth.
Real stories.
I know. It's good.
Good stories, real stories. That's funny. And it's I have so many.
That's
my
good.
Lifestyle. I mean, my life as a 12-year-old, I was on the record label. Like, my life was
That's dope.
different a little bit.
You didn't go the selling lemonade route like every other kid.
My parents, well, they owned the record label, but it was like, you know.
Yeah. You felt like it was your spot.
It was named after me, so. But you know, it's just like, I like to get things, but I was learning these things.
Yeah. It groomed you early. But that's
without him knowing.
No, well, we've been talking about that earlier, and that's my uncle, the people that just left. They actually talking about making a children's book and doing stuff like that, which is awesome because we're worried about our future. You know what I mean? And the future of the young kids in the world. You know, so
keeping them busy, keeping them out of things, and keeping their hands busy.
Yeah,
you know, their minds and their hearts and everything.
So I'm gonna get into this.
Okay, let me make sure my phone is not disrespectful.
Alright, so welcome to the Relative Vision Podcast. I'm Marcus Hood, back with a new narrative where we're bringing you a diverse group of revolutionary minds to speak about everything liberating, prosperous, and holistic. Today's guest is producer Brittany. What do you like to go by?
Brittany Parker.
Brittany
Miss
Parker?
Parker.
Miss Parker. Alright, producer Brittany Parker here with me. Well, I'm going to let her introduce herself. So, welcome to the show, Brittany. Thank you for coming. I know it was last minute.
I was like, oh, well, I'm just coming like this, like I said. And that's not always a big deal to me, of course. But, you know, I'd be like, well, you have time and stuff. But I'm honored to be here. I love doing this. So, at the drop of a dime, I try to do this.
Well, it's cool because, you know, that just shows your ambition. You're hungry. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that can do anything at the drop of a dime means they really wanted to do it. And it's, you know, something personal inside you, as well as obviously you felt, you know, comfortable enough to actually come speak to me,
yes.
Which I'm very appreciative of.
Thank you.
You know, I don't want that to go unsaid. I can't say it enough. Thank you for your time. And I think that you have a very important message to tell, you know, story to tell. And everybody's testimony is important, yes. You know.
It is.
So, like I said, I don't know if you heard, but part of my intro is having this revolutionary mindset. You know what I mean? So I'm doing a series on actually what purpose means to you. So the things that you live, how do you make your life purposeful? You know what I mean? How are things made significant in your life?
So I'm gonna give you a little background
Okay.
first. The beginning of my life, I didn't have to care about people. That sounds crazy.
What do you mean by that? That does sound crazy.
Well, not just because I was young, but it was more like I was taken care of so well that, you know, my parents and my family around me, I was in my own little world pretty much. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
You know,
Where'd you grow up?
Well, I grew up in Altaloma, Rancho Cucamonga,
Okay.
the IE, from like 6 years old to now.
Yeah. So you would say you were privileged. And
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was no care in the world for me. It was, Daddy, I want to go to this concert. Daddy, I want 2 go-karts. You know, or.
What concerts was you going to?
I had been to 8 NSYNC concerts. I was a really big fan of NSYNC.
That's right.
So my very first concert though was 92.3 The Beats, Aaliyah, R. Kelly, and Genuine, and all that stuff. But it was kind of nasty. I was like, why did my parents let me come here?
I mean, think about that. You used to go to NSYNC concerts. Now girls are trying to go to Meg Thee Stallion
concerts and Cardi
so,
B.
I mean, but I guess it evolved a little bit. Just a little bit.
I don't know. But, I was, like I said, very blessed as a child. And even though I watched my mom extend that, I didn't feel like I had to, just kind of like, this is my stuff. This is my... But I was still there for people, you know. Growing up, I started to learn and adapt to my mom's behavior. She was a woman that remembered your birthday, even though she met you once.
Yeah. Your
name, where you're from, who your family is, or she'll ask you, you look familiar, who's your folks? And then from there it's, Brittany, that's your cousin.
Did your parents grow up in the same area?
No.
Where'd they grow up?
My mother grew up in Monrovia, California, very small town.
SGV?
I was born in
SGV,
but
okay. I'm from Pasadena, so.
Took me and brought me. She's like, nah, we're not doing that. Love my family, but she took me out. She got married to my stepfather, who is from Arkansas, Little Rock. So, he was a football player football player. And they met somewhere in LA and then got married. I was 6 years old. Then we moved to Altaloma. Okay. So, I'm from Duarte, but honey, I've been in Rancho my whole life.
I heard that.
Yeah. So I was very privileged, very blessed. So going back to the question, or what the statement that I made, I didn't have to care, until I was hit with diagnosed with lupus. It opened my world and my eyes, my spirit, and my heart to so much.
So what is lupus?
It's an autoimmune disease.
Okay.
It attacks the organs, your cognitive, your state. My hands, everything. Right. It attacks everything. And currently, I am on dialysis.
So how long has you been going through this adversity?
Since 2014. So even in my 20s, I was, I'm good. I do me. Yeah. I got it, and I had it going on a little bit. I was growing in my career. I was doing things that I loved, and just everything changed. And I remember one moment I was sitting with one of my pastors in her office, and she said, it feels like your heads are in the clouds, huh? And I said, yeah, I didn't know all this was going on around me. Because I didn't. I was so blessed and just taken care of and protected in a sense that a lot of things did not affect me until I really was able, the veil was taken off my eyes. Yeah, now life was in session, like my aunt says, and it's real. Yeah. And I think I've been doing pretty well considering I just lost my mother a year ago. To cancer, and we struggled together. I thought it was going to be God's plan that she'd be sitting here telling her side of the story. But she always reminded me to keep going no matter what. Right. So that's where I am today, Right.
So you living with a purpose.
Absolutely.
That's what it comes down to. Some people could lay down and not decide to do anything if they're diagnosed, really. Yeah, and it was depressing in the beginning, but it opened my eyes up to other people's real pain. Yeah. I'm really going through this. I'm really feeling this way. And I started to ask more questions. Because I used to be like, oh, okay, I don't know, and go about my business. Or now how are you feeling? Yeah, genuinely. What do you think? Genuinely. And it's a different season, and I'm beyond grateful because going through the illness kept me humble. Mm-hmm. It really humbled me. Right. because you ain't got time for anything else but to be as real as you can. And sometimes, I mean, it obviously didn't take me to get sick to realize that, but other things happen around you sometimes. You don't have to learn from a personal experience all the time. You want to be smart enough to learn from other people's experiences. Like, yo, this don't last forever, yo. Like, you know, you gotta give people their roses while they're here. Love them. Respect them. You gotta enjoy the time that you have in a healthy way. Yes. You know what I mean? Because people, good energy, good the people closest to you could bring you down. You know, and I see a lot of that. You know, and it's like, you know, you want to worry about the people around you really love you and care about you. You know what I mean, and appreciate you. Otherwise, it's gonna make things even harder, and life's already uphill battle. It is. You know what I mean? Really is. And let alone dealing with. And illness, and you know, I have to give my mother her accolades and praises because, I mean, I knew that she was a cool person before she had passed. But when she passed, people were coming up to me like, you don't know what your mom did for me in 1994, or you don't understand. If you need anything, just let me know. And I'm like, well, what was I going to do? You know, but she was so kind-hearted, loving. She listened. She invested, even if it wasn't just monetary. She invested. You know about this brand? Oh, do you know about this? Or have you heard this? You need to check out Miss Parker TV. She had my stuff all over, you know. I told this girl, and I'm like, Mom, you know, like, but that was her heart. Well, yeah. I mean, I think we need to think of it like that as a whole more often because we are the community. Exactly. You know what I mean? So we have to be the support system. We have to learn how to talk to one another. Like, absolutely. And it's been we've been in a negative cycle as a society for a long time. You know what I mean? If you look at the bigger picture, want to be hating on each other or in competition. I mean, I'm gonna put it on a big scale. I'm talking about like we get divided by this Democratic and Republican, and that's the biggest thing recently that I've seen. And it's like at the end of the day, people don't look at it as that's my neighbor, that's my brother, that's, you know what I mean? As a community, I don't think that you have to agree with everybody. No. You know what I mean? And it's fine that we don't live in the same neighborhood. That's okay. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't be battling with one another because this is all ours together. Like, you know what I mean? No, absolutely. Our kids still have to go to school with one another, you know? We are in America. Right. So it's just an interesting dynamic, man, and it's absolutely. But so what are you doing right now? So I know you're a producer. Yeah. So what are the projects that you want to work on? I know we talked about your project as far as you being black. Yes. You know what I mean? It's I am black. Yes, it's hashtag I am black. Hashtag I am black. Yeah. For some reason I made it like that. Right. And when I did the first little video, I won't say episode because it's just my grandmother speaking about an experience, a real experience. It was, the intentions was for Black History Month. Okay. So it was you know, she's 97, she's still here. Note, the doctors said that her organs are equivalent to an 18-year-old. So we're just going to leave that at that. We need to get the secrets. Exactly. We need to get the secrets. Said, I know, she told me the secret, well, me and my cousin one day. Are you spilling the tea or not? Maybe, I'll No, she just said that she didn't smoke or drink ever. Okay. And there you go. You got she did, and she worked, and she worked, and she worked, and she didn't just work, she owned. I mean, hey, motion. You gotta stay in motion. Yeah. You know what I mean? When people see people stop moving, then that's over. It's over for you. You'll be outside picking up. Ma'am, you have grandchildren for that. Yeah. Raking the leaf. I just want to get it out the way. For who? That's awesome, though, right? But that's awesome. I know. Like, you know, I had to learn to respect it. Like I said. Yeah. I had to learn. Because you don't want nobody doing everything for you. I don't. I'm hard for that. Or some people do though. Yeah. Yeah. So. No, I'm hard for that. Yeah. And I am her granddaughter, but I am also open. You know. I live freely. My hands are, you know. Yeah. I don't hold on to anything. I can't. Right. You know, if you need it and I can do it, I'm not gonna be like, well, what you gonna give me? Yeah. Or, oh, they're just, you know, and you feel when you're being used, you know. But that's another story for another day. But she's definitely.
I did that series so that I can get people to understand that the stories are real and they really happen, not just on TV, not just, on the news or what have you. Like, she remembers too. And that was the most amazing thing, that she still remembers that story.
Well, what I love about the fact that you tell stories is that it's our stories being told by us, not by anybody else.
No.
You know what I mean? Because
you
look at history, we don't really get much of a voice.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's an awesome thing to be able to be around somebody that has stories to tell, knows how to tell stories, and has a story to tell themselves.
Yeah.
You know, so
and I think it's great for the history of our children. I have a 12-year-old, and he reads the history books and has a very important and close academic relationship with his teachers. So these are the real stories that you need to know that's not in the history book, baby.
So as a parent of a 12-year-old and knowing what they teach kids, like, how do you feel about that? Knowing that most of the stuff they learn in school. I
don't agree with it. I want Caleb to know he is black, even though his grandmother is white.
Yeah, but beyond that, like, they don't teach him anything for his life skills. You know what I mean?
And that, oh gosh, there's and I don't know if this is a plug or what have you, because they don't know me, I don't know them, but it's called Sense to Sense.
Yeah.
And it's a card game made by a black family.
Sense to Sense.
Teaching you how to bank and invest in stocks and all that stuff. In the most simplest form. It's for children. Yeah. So I'm getting you one for me. So,
start learning today. Start learning today.
Yeah, and make it make sense. You can give me all these complex textbooks in black and white. I need colors. I need how I learn. You know. So
make it simple.
Yeah, but I want all of the kids in my family to have one. For a gift or a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, Christmas gift, or what have you, or just because it would be an investment, for all the kids in the family. Whether you use it or not, you can go back to it, even if it's 10 years later, like, oh, I remember cousin Brittany bought me that, or Auntie Brittany bought me that.
That's solid.
Just to learn, but like you said, no life skills. That right there is like, what are they in school for? Yeah, that's
a big thing to me. One of the things that I want to put in place is a new curriculum for kids.
Yeah.
So, them having agriculture, architecture. You know what I mean? They learn some music, but music is a big thing. Science, computer science, you know what I mean? Technology. And them leaving school early with some type of paper form of, you know what I mean? Like, give them some type of certificate early so they're qualified to have jobs. You know what I mean? And that'll be for everybody. That's equal across the board. So all kids have that. You know what I mean? There's no discrepancy like, your parents can pay for school and some people's can't. But everybody goes to private public school.
Right.
So let's give that to them so they're ready to live their life.
And it's important because honestly, I worry about myself. Now, it's hard because we live in separate households. Being that I'm on treatment and all that kind of stuff, I can't really watch over him. So he stays with his grandmother. She is a Caucasian woman. We are very close, but she stays on him. His father is there. He has an aunt and everything, but he still finds those ways to not do certain things. Okay, we gotta take out the trash. Okay, I have duties for him.
He's a little boy.
I know. So the repetition is real. Getting him, but.
Nah, even as a man, it ain't gonna stop. it don't stop.
I might as well just let it go, huh?
We gotta all get it. You know what I mean? With human beings, we gotta all get it together. Everybody's not. You know what I mean? We gotta all
I don't trust him. Like, no, why would he do that? He's gonna do the right thing? Yeah.
Just give him some time. He's gonna get better. He's gotta take baby steps sometimes.
I know. I told him, I said, if you plan on having any type of girlfriend or wife, but
gotta get together faster now. That's gonna definitely have to get you on point.
Oh Lord.
But hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it's something that is important to him that can, that has purpose that he can make a change with.
Absolutely, and I believe that he will. He wants to play basketball, so he's so trying to be that person. But there's a lot of things.
How good? Is he pretty good?
Yeah, he is.
Tall?
He's getting tall.
You know?
Yeah, but I mean, I thought he was gonna be 5'9".
I have a 2-year-old boy, so I'm far from that, but I'm just kind of get a feel for it.
Well, yeah, he's sprouting a little bit. Yeah.
That's cool.
So hopefully.
You got an athletic background? You didn't play any sports?
No, I was a dancer.
You're a dancer. Cheerleading?
My daddy wanted me to
cheerleading, or you
ball.
did like
not tennis.
tennis
softball. See? I put ball and I don't know where my mind went, but softball, and that was the worst experience of my life. I cried.
So what type of dancing? You're doing like high school, and you were doing like flag dancing. Like, what were you doing?
Ballet.
Ballet?
Yes.
Okay.
Hip hop, of course. My aunt used to run a little dance crew from Doherty. And we used to do nice.
Have you ever been to Millennium?
Have I been? No, but I've been to IDA.
I don't know what IDA is.
Well, it's a dance school.
Okay.
It's a dance studio that's in Hollywood. It's kind of...
But you know what Millennium is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I stopped dancing at an early age, but it's a natural thing for me.
Okay.
I catch on very fast.
Okay.
So,
did you do one of those? What's the hot dance right now? What's that?
I just did the June Bug challenge.
What's that challenge? The busted challenge.
Hell no. Excuse me.
Okay.
Not doing it unless I'm gonna be funny
but
about it.
there's other.
I love the funny ones.
There's other ways of playing with that.
I guess there is, and I'm not biased. I just feel like enough. That's just me personally. And if we're gonna have fun with something. I'm a very goofy person.
Right.
I don't always try to be sexy or sensual or pretty or whatever. I am so goofy.
Yeah, just a human being.
Yeah, it's a human. So when I see the funny ones, I'm like, this was the perfect one. Or everybody can stop now. Or like one of the Chloe or Holly sisters did one, and hers was sexy. And I said, boo, everybody can quit now.
Good job.
You did it.
Good job.
Everybody's done now,
I feel that.
Because you're going to be bad, about it, like, whatever. But
well, I'm tired of a lot of music today. I'm not even playing, like, Megan Stein, I can't even listen to that. I can't listen to it.
I don't have any of her music saved.
I cannot listen to it.
Apple Music.
I feel like I have poison in my brain.
I really don't know. I mean, yeah, like, her popular songs, but I'm not like...
I listen to this female rapper, Sarat. I don't know if you ever heard her.
I don't think so.
But she's very lyrical.
Okay.
I'm talking about bars. Like, I'm listening to this.
Yeah.
This is a repeat for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But she's preaching about...
Rhapsody. I can listen to Rhapsody.
Yeah, Rhapsody's dope. Amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm all into that. You know what I mean? I've been listening to a lot of Toby. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's... yeah, so I've been in stuff that is actually, like, kind of not feeding you more than, you know what I mean, diminishing you of...
I am
you know what I mean?
so into Erica.
Oh, okay.
That is my auntie. Like, I call her auntie. I'm moving to Dallas.
Well, we've been on those waves. Those waves are always, you know what I mean? That's,
but
that's
I'm just
greatness.
saying.
That's we're talking about greatness.
No, that is legendary greatness.
We're talking about greatness. Everybody's on those waves.
But I will listen to that over and over before I listen to anything else.
Right.
I just learned that I kind of like Sweetie or whatever her name is.
Okay.
I kind of like her because her songs are poppy, a little fun. But I'm not really into, Bad Barbie or whatever her name is. I don't, that's not my game. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
Do you
that's
listen to
not
house
for
music?
me. House?
Yeah.
Not in depth, where I know like the DJs or the.
Okay. This is a question I like to ask. People of color because.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those steppers that you be like, wait. I
just like to see how far it stretches for some people. Because do you watch
Calvin
anime?
Harris. I love Calvin Harris.
You watch anime?
A little bit, but not to the extent.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what I used to watch? I used to watch Chinese soaps. Yeah, Chinese soaps, operas.
Where you watch that at?
At the house on Channel 2.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know you could do that.
You know like a soap opera that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't. Cause I've been home watching TV with my grandma before. I didn't know there was
Chinese soaps, man, and they were popping. I was like, y'all need to be watching.
Learn something different. You know what I mean? Now we got telenovelas and
Chinese
regular soaps and Chinese soaps.
Man,
yeah.
they are lit.
We got to find out what everybody's talking about. Find out what they're talking about.
Cause I'm like probably like 15 years old watching this stuff in real life. Like what? And my mom be like, Brittany, what?
What are you doing?
Yeah, and this is what you want to watch today. Yes.
Hey, you got your own taste, your own flavor.
I do.
That's unique. Every diamond is cut different. You know what I mean? And you know, you must be special in some way. Unique. That's what's up. Hell yeah. So with that, I think I'm gonna close it out, and I want to say thank you again. I appreciate it. Authentic, real, beautiful, smart. I appreciate it. We will see you soon with projects we have coming.
Can't
TV
wait.
shows.
Can't
I mean, writer, producer. Let people know where they can find you.
You can find me at my house. If you don't know where that is. My Instagram is at @theBrittanyParker. It's real simple. Find Brittany Parker and you'll find me. I don't really have a Twitter. Well, I do, but my Instagram is my everything. So
okay.
yeah,
Well,
if you want to Facebook me,
I'll tag her in all the videos and stuff like that. But I was just giving the opportunity to plug whatever you wanted to plug.
And yeah, that's it.
All right, man. We'll see you guys on the next one. Relative Vision TV. Stay woke, stay alive. Don't be cliche. Be you. All right, later.
Peace.